This happened to me 3 years ago, and even now, I don't think I've fully healed from it. I still question everything. How did I not see it? How did I miss the signs? Was I just blind, or did I choose to be? I've never told this story to anyone, not fully, but maybe if I do, someone out there won't make the same mistake I did. I'd like to stay anonymous, not because I'm ashamed, but because I don't even know who I was back then. All I know is that I loved a man who made me feel like I was his everything, only to find out I was nothing but a secret. This is how I found out I was the other woman, and I had no idea. I wish I could say I saw the signs, that I had some inkling of the truth. But the scariest part of all this, I didn't. Not even once. When I met him, he was everything I thought I wanted in a man. Kind, charming, attentive. He had this quiet confidence, the type that made you feel safe, like you could trust him with anything. We met in a coffee shop, one of those encounters that feels too perfect to be real. I had just spilled my drink on myself, flustered and embarrassed, when he appeared with a stack of napkins and a warm smile. "Rough day?" he asked. And just like that, he became part of my life. At first it felt like I had stumbled into a fairy tale. He texted me every morning, called me every night, sent flowers, listened when I talked about my day, my dreams, my fears. He never pressured me for anything, never disappeared or made me wonder where I stood with him. He was consistent, reliable. I felt chosen. I remember thinking, this is what it's supposed to feel like. This is love. But looking back, I can see the cracks. They were small, barely noticeable at first. He never wanted to come to my place, always preferring hotels or weekend getaways. Said it made things feel more special. He rarely talked about his past, always redirecting the conversation when I asked about his childhood or family. And most of all, he had a schedule, one that never changed. Tuesday and Thursday nights were always off limits. Sundays too. "Work gets crazy," he'd say with a sheepish grin. "I wish I could see you every day," and I believed him. Why wouldn't I? It all fell apart on a random Wednesday afternoon. I had taken the day off work and decided to surprise him with lunch. He had mentioned being in meetings all day, but I figured I'd drop it off at his office. A small gesture, something sweet. But when I arrived at the building, the receptionist gave me a confused look. "I'm sorry, but we don't have anyone by that name here." I blinked, laughed nervously. "Are you sure? He works in..." She cut me off, shaking her head. "Ma'am, I've worked here for 3 years. I know everyone on this floor." Panic set in. I pulled out my phone, my fingers trembling as I called him, straight to voicemail. I tried again, and again. Nothing. That's when I saw it. A social media notification I hadn't noticed before. A tagged photo. I clicked on it without thinking, my heart pounding in my chest. It was him. But not just him. Him, standing in the middle of a beautifully decorated backyard, surrounded by family. His wife was next to him, laughing as their 2 children clung to his legs. The caption, "Happy anniversary to the best husband and father in the world. We love you." I couldn't breathe. My skin turned cold. My hands went numb. I stared at the screen, my brain scrambling to make sense of what I was seeing. This had to be a mistake. He wasn't married. He couldn't be. But then, why did it make so much sense? The schedule, the hotels, the way he never let me meet his friends or family. The truth hit me like a train. I was the other woman, and I had no idea. I didn't know what to do. My first instinct was to confront him, demand answers, but before I could even gather my thoughts, my phone buzzed with an unknown number. I almost didn't pick up, but something told me to. "Hello," my voice was barely a whisper. Silence. Then, "I know about you." It was her. His wife. Her voice wasn't angry, it wasn't accusatory, it was tired. "I've known for months," she continued. "I just wanted to see how long it would take for you to figure it out." I felt sick. My body started shaking. "She knew. Please." I managed to say. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know." She sighed, and for the first time I realized she wasn't calling to fight me. "I believe you," she said. "But that doesn't change anything, does it?" And she was right. I wish I could tell you I confronted him, that I screamed at him, exposed him, made him suffer the way we had suffered, but I didn't. I blocked his number, deleted our photos, sat in my apartment for hours, staring at the wall, trying to figure out how I had let this happen. The worst part? I still missed him. Not him, exactly, but the version of him I thought was real. The man who made me feel safe, loved, chosen, but none of it was real. I was never chosen. I was just a side character in a story I never agreed to be part of. I don't know why I'm sharing this. Maybe because someone else out there is in the same situation, blindly loving someone who isn't who they claim to be. Maybe because I need to say it out loud to believe it myself. But if I could go back, if I could warn myself before I fell in love with a ghost, I'd say this. If something feels off, trust it. If someone keeps parts of their life hidden, ask why, and never let love blind you to the truth. Because I thought I was in a love story. Turns out I was just a chapter in someone else's nightmare. Before we share the next story sitting in our mailbox, I want to take a moment to thank you for being here today. In the Listening Room, the Listening Room 808 is more than just a channel. It's a space where we can share our deepest regrets and learn from each other's experiences. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing to join our growing community. Your support helps these important stories reach others who might need to hear them. And if you found value in today's story, leaving a like helps more people discover these conversations. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next upload when it drops. Also, if this story stirred something in you, if you found yourself thinking about a secret, a regret, or an experience that you've never shared, I'd like you to know the Listening Room 808 is here for you. Your story deserves to be heard. Whether it's a confession that's been weighing on your heart, a life-changing moment you've never spoken about, or a truth you need to finally let out, this is your space. Send your story to thelistener808@gmail.com. Share it anonymously if you prefer, because somewhere out there, someone needs to hear exactly what you've been afraid to say. Remember, you've held on to that secret for too long. It's time to let it out. Here at the Listening Room 808, we listen, we don't judge.